Hey guys, it's Thursday and I do have an editorial for you. I'm going to put a link to two articles in the description box down below. One of them is to the Harding Street raid where the officer was fired last year. The other link I'm going to put down is the editorial I'm giving you this morning. That officer has been indicted on murder charges and other charges. So remember the Harding Street raid in Houston, Texas? That's what I'm going to give you right now, an update. Something has happened to this officer. But I don't know. We'll see. That doesn't mean the outcome is going to be what we want it to be. It just means right now they're moving forward with it. Let's get right into it, guys. You can comment in the comment section below how you feel about this story once I get done here. I do have a meeting this morning, so I have to go quickly. But here we go. Click to Houston. Thank you. Click to Houston for this story. Former Houston Police Department officer Gerald Goins was indicted on felony murder and tampering with a government record charges following the botched Harding Street raid. The botched raid caused an investigation to be opened into Goins' past, and two men convicted because of Goins have been declared innocent. According to District Attorney Kim Ogg, the ongoing investigation has now revealed that 69 people may have been convicted because of false evidence presented by the former narcotics officer. Ogg said, quote, "I got 23 lawyers and investigators, part-time and full-time, assigned to this." On Wednesday, prosecutors filed motions asking for judges to appoint lawyers for those people who can work on getting their convictions overturned, according to a news release. Ogg said 69 cases identified may just be the beginning. She said there's a total of 14,000 cases that need to be reviewed. Ogg said, quote, "I don't think there could be a more important or serious problem to fix in our justice system right now." She went on that the defendants, those ranging in date from 2008 to 2019, are entitled to a presumption that he provided false evidence to secure their convictions. She said, "We need to clear people convicted solely on the word of a police officer whom we can no longer trust." According to a release, most of the cases involved the delivery of a controlled substance, and nearly all defendants were given jail time ranging from a few months to 4 years. Goins was the only witness to the offenses in all the cases, according to the release. And now we see that this guy's a liar. It doesn't say in this one, but if you look at the New York Times, I don't use the New York Times because there's so many pop-ups when I try to do the editorials that I keep clicking and I can almost never get to the story. But New York Times reported that Goins allegedly lied to get the warrant to go in on that Harding Street raid, which left 2 people dead and officers injured. So he lied about that to get that, allegedly he lied, they're saying, to get that warrant to go in. They say he's lying on all these other convictions. You know, it doesn't surprise me, because this cop's thinking, I'm a hero cop. Look how many people I bust. You know, look at Training Day. Remember when Alonzo said, you know, I forget exactly how the quote goes, but something like, felons were, you know, convicted on my investigations alone, you know, 1,000 man hours. Remember that when he said they were convicted on my investigations alone? Basically, he thinks he's a hero cop, this Goins, because he's convicting people, you know, and he's a fucking liar. But the thing I wanted to point out is I'm kind of under pressure here. It's like a game show. I got to go quick because I have to leave to go to this meeting. But it says Goins was the only witness to the offenses in all the cases, according to the release. So, you know, that's why I say it's important to record the police and to record not only video, but audio, because otherwise it's what the cop said. Well, the cop said it, you know, must be. Hey, you know, it's always the cop's word over the defend. They're not going to take the word of somebody that got arrested. Well, you got arrested. Of course you're pissed off. Of course he's a liar. And then we find out he really is a fucking liar. That's why it's important to record law enforcement officers, record their video and audio. And that's why when I'm about 50 feet or so away and a cop is searching somebody and they go, hey, back up. You know, that's why I'm like, no, I'm not backing up. I'm going to record video and audio. And if you don't like it, put them in the goddamn car and drive them to the station and go into a briefing room if you don't want me standing here recording what you're saying and what they're doing. It's not eavesdropping. They can see the camera, video and audio. If you don't like it, put them in the car, drive them to a briefing room somewhere where I can't go into with my camera and sit and interview them there. But I'm going to tell you, law enforcement officers, something. When you're on the street dealing with people, whether it's a traffic stop, this pedestrian ped check, or whatever you're doing on the street talking to people, I'm going to record you. And if you try this bullshit back up when I'm 30 or 50 feet away, yeah, I'm going to contest that. We're going to butt heads. Because of this cop right here. This goddamn liar who is the only witness, they said, to all these cases that are now being overturned because he's a liar. And you cops get so pissed off when people record you. Hey, back up, man. I don't want to. What if I say something wrong? Well, then you're an idiot. Yeah, I'm pissed off because I'm tired of this right here. And then we get cops, us cop watchers, get these cops that go, back up. And we're already like 50 feet away. What the fuck? Because you don't want me recording you. Because you don't want to say anything on camera. Well, then get another job. Or you can become an activist while a cop and take on these bad cops and say, look, it's time for us to get rid of these bad law enforcement officers. They're screwing up our profession. But you don't want to do that because snitches get stitches. Community Leo Watch, watching Leos, that's law enforcement officers, from coast to coast and letting you know what's going on. Thank you guys for watching. Happy Thursday. I'll have an editorial for you tomorrow.